Right now at 10, storms blow through Austin, dumping rain and bringing wind. What to expect tonight?
Very sad video because you're watching a man basically being killed.
Video released in connection to a deadly beating outside of a restaurant. Is rent affordable in Austin? You may say no, but a viral survey says yes. Tonight, we verify. And why this dad is wearing a Pokemon tie to his son's graduation. Right now on the Night Beat. Check out this video taken at the W Hotel in downtown Austin. The wind and rain whipping at the doors to the hotel, storms rolling in right as commuters were heading home from work. The wind so bad it knocked over a billboard on 9th Street and Lamar Boulevard. No word yet on when that will be replaced. And from Austin to Westlake to Lakeway, people were sharing their pictures and videos with us. As you can see, rain and heavy winds slamming a lot of our area. We also saw that right here at our studios, heard the lightning outside, had a lot of rain here, but luckily the worst of it is over with pretty much.
Just some lingering showers behind the storm system. It really came in with a lot of lightning, a lot of rain and wind, but below severe weather limits. None of this activity was ever warned. Here's a look at the last 6 hours, and there's a check of the thunderstorms moving through Austin during the 5 o'clock hour and quickly moving on out of here. Leftover showers right now in far eastern areas of Lee County. Dimebach seeing a passing shower and a distant rumble of thunder, but most of the rain today falling over the metro. Portions of west and southwest Austin seeing more than 2 inches of rainfall. Officially about 1 1/3 inches at Camp Mabry, 0.8 of an inch at Bergstrom. Just a spotty shower tomorrow. We're going to go from spring to summer in literally just a couple of days. We'll talk much more about that coming up. And with still some small rain chances around, remember to download the KVUE News app. We've got the live radar for you and push alerts when watches and warnings are issued. You can download it in the App Store right now.
Thanks, Albert. We'll see you in a bit. Tonight, we are learning more about the man Orlando authorities say opened fire at a workplace, killing 5 people before turning the gun on himself. Court records reveal John Newman Jr. had a series of arrests spanning more than 20 years, including a DUI offense, driving with a suspended license, and theft. Deputies say Newman was fired in April. The attack comes days before the 1-year anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting, also in Orlando. New tonight, a dozen people arrested in the London terror attack have been released without charges. Police are not saying why. They were all detained after 3 attackers rammed pedestrians on the London Bridge late Saturday and then stabbed people. 7 people died. Dozens more were wounded. The mayor of London holding a vigil today.
As a proud and patriotic British Muslim, I say this. You do not commit these disgusting acts in my name.
Police shot and killed the 3 attackers. Officials are still conducting raids, trying to root out anybody connected to this attack.
And back here in Austin, those attacks that you just mentioned, Mike, have people trying to fight terrorism as well. I'm Brandon Jones, live at the Austin Police Headquarters. And earlier today, I had a chance to meet with Ken Cassidy. He is the president of the Austin Police Association. And we talked about a policy that APD has shooting into moving vehicles. Well, he feels it's a little too confusing. So right now, here's where things stand. APD's policy states that firing into a moving vehicle will only be attempted by units specially trained in and equipped for this type of practice. Now, Cassidy says that usually means SWAT and not police patrol officers, and he feels that this is a big safety concern. Cassidy told us that several patrol officers have approached him wanting to change the policy, and it looks like APD is on board.
If you have officers second-guessing themselves on what to do on a call, especially a call like a mass casualty call like that, or a call where people are being run over with a vehicle, the officers have to have the confidence and the full backing of their department.
Now, APD did send us a statement this afternoon saying that there is also a provision in this policy that the department does not restrict an officer's right to use deadly force when the driver of the vehicle uses it as a weapon against the officer or others. Now, Cassidy did meet with Chief Manley here, and he expects that this policy change will happen within 2 to 3 weeks. Mike, back to you.
Thanks, Brandon. Now we want to let you know that this next video is disturbing. The attorney for the family of a man killed after he was beaten outside a Houston restaurant released it.
Quit it! You want me to hit you again?
It shows 24-year-old John Hernandez being held down by the husband of a Harris County sheriff's deputy. The sheriff's office says it started after the man saw Hernandez urinating outside of the restaurant. He then beat him and put him in a chokehold for 10 to 15 minutes.
Very sad video because you're watching the man basically being killed. He was kicking his legs in a helpless fashion, and you could hear him gurgling, just begging to stop.
The man who took the video says the woman in it is the sheriff's deputy. We're blurring her face and her husband's because nobody has been charged at this time. Now to the White House. Officials say President Trump will not use executive privilege to block testimony from fired FBI Director James Comey. He's set to appear before the Senate Intelligence Committee on Thursday. Comey is widely expected to tell lawmakers President Trump interfered in his investigation into whether Russia meddled in the 2016 election. Comedian Bill Cosby spent today in court for the start of his criminal trial. The accuser, Andrea Constantine, claimed that Cosby drugged and molested her in 2004. She went to the police a year later. Today, the defense questioned why she waited to come forward and claims her story is inconsistent. The prosecution was hoping to bring forward at least a dozen women who have made similar claims against Cosby, but the judge is only allowing one other accuser to take the stand. Here in Austin, we may soon find out whether Governor Greg Abbott will call a special session. He is holding a press conference tomorrow afternoon in his office. Tonight, it's not clear whether he'll call a special session, but he has been under pressure to address property tax reform and the so-called bathroom bill. Tomorrow's conference starts at 2:30. We'll let you know about the details on that. It shut down for almost a year following 2 drownings, but the popular Hamilton Pool is open again. Those tragedies inspired increased safety features. Travis County Park officials installed a life vest kiosk offering guests free life vests. Hamilton Pool Preserve has been a destination spot for decades in our area. Well, we all know rent in Austin can be painful, but according to Forbes.com, the median rent for young professionals is less than $500. Sound too good to be true? The Night Beat's Jason Puckett thought so too. Here he is to test that claim in tonight's Verify.
Our sources for this Verify, the same ones that Forbes claims to use. Payscale.com for salary information and Apartment List for rent information. Now, their article lists Austin and Round Rock as the 15th best city for 20 to 29-year-olds to live in. They show these numbers, including median salary and median rent as a percentage of that salary. And their numbers just felt off. Median salary about $51,800. Well, that checks out, but median rent, 10% of that salary? Wait a minute. Now, I'm not a math guy, but I do have a calculator. 10% of $51,800 is $5,180, or about $430 a month in rent. And as a young professional in Austin, I've never seen rents as low as $430 a month, even splitting a 2-bedroom, which is what Forbes assumes in this study. Using those same sources, we ran the numbers for ourselves. Austin's median rent, $1,390, Round Rock's $1,530. Average those two numbers, halve it for a 2-bedroom, and your monthly payment is $730. $300 more than the Forbes number, and 17% of your salary, not 10%. So using the current numbers on the same sources Forbes cites, we can say their number for rent, about $430 a month or 10% of your salary, is false. Now, the one thing we can't answer is whether Forbes used any other number crunching that they didn't list on their site, because they haven't responded to us yet. I'm Jason Puckett, KVUE News Night Beat.
Want us to verify something you've seen on social media? You can email us at verify@kvue.com or reach out on social media using the hashtag KVUE. A legend in the barbecue business passes away. How locations are honoring him tomorrow. And nature not on this Texas teen's side when it comes to his French fries.
Graduation photos are always great keepsakes for family and loved ones, but what happens when those pictures go viral and inspire others? You're from the Del Valley graduate and his dad, the now famous gift that's taken on a whole new life.